man here. Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
Hey guys.
Yes. Yes.
Look who
yes.
all's here. Some of you are still muted. That's all right. It's okay. Wow, welcome.
Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
You trying to silence us? That we should be seen and not heard? Is that what we're doing?
Are you silent or were you silenced?
Okay. let me mansplain the show to you guys.
Twist ladies. Twist ladies.
I hate that word, by the way.
Guys.
I absolutely hate the word ladies. I'm sorry. I hate it. It's more paternalistic than any other thing you could say to somebody.
It's for a bathroom. Like that's all it's good for.
It's for feudalism.
Or the 1800s.
Yes.
What does that
Ladies.
one say?
You're not a lady. I'm not a lord. We'll just keep it that way, you know. So welcome to Are You Serious? That's what we are here. That's that. Yeah, look at that.
Serious.
Can we make it work with this many people? I don't know, but this is that. It's the edition. Yeah, for that. Just for that. There you go.
Go.
Okay.
It's actually her story. Thanks.
I can make you history, Jesse, with one click. Okay, so here we all are. It's a little hard to tell who's blue, who's red. So there we go. How about that? That helps.
That works. Nice.
Yeah, I'll pop it up there every once in a while. Amy, Aniela, Lauren, Shruthi, Willow, Ali, Sara, Jesse, good to see you all here on a Saturday night.
Indeed.
How did all of us get this lucky? So, how was your week? Anybody? Anyone?
I just got in this crazy debate on Facebook about salute your shorts versus hey dude.
Wow.
Like
Wow, what a throwback.
I had my own personal Mandela effect because someone was like, oh, Danny was my favorite on Hey Dude. And I'm like, oh yeah, but I hated Donkey Lips. But Donkey Lips was on Salute Your Shorts.
Oh.
But then I was like, Danny's my favorite too. And then I realized Danny was also on Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah.
Danny on both.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Raise your hand if, like me, you have no idea what that's all about.
Oh,
Oh man.
Okay. There you go.
But the
It's
blonde,
not just me.
woman on Hey Dude was
Melody.
Stiller.
Melody. I love her. Yes.
Melody was married to Ben Stiller.
She still is, right?
This is some bug juice on Disney Channel erasure. A lot for bug juice. The canon of like summer camp TV shows was really strong. I'm just realizing this. There were a lot. Like, what was happening in the 90s? People like were really horny for camp.
There's a bunch of camp movies too. I didn't have cable as a kid, so I was watching camp movies.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to go to camp, so that's all I had.
Well, I can answer you what happened in the 90s. What actually had happened in the late 80s. It was a TV writers' strike. And suddenly they didn't have any writers to write this stuff. So they said, hey, let's just put on shows where people are on an island and they don't have to do, and they just do stuff, and we have them punching one another and saying shit. And that's how reality television was born. It was born because the writers were on strike, so you don't need writers for that. And then it's like, hey, you know what? The writers are back, but it's cheaper to keep doing this stuff. So that's what they did.
But the Real World on MTV predated Survivor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Well, the real, MTV, please.
now they
Tell us more, Tom. Tell us more.
Tell us
Someone
about it.
mansplain reality TV to us.
Lean into this.
I can mansplain when music television had music on it. I can mansplain that.
That's
to you.
not mansplaining. That's old splaining.
I need a Tom deep dive of like from music television through like Bravo. I want to hear Tom talk about the Housewives.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't watched, aside from YouTube, I haven't seen a commercial in decades. And now every time.
Commercials now? Oh.
What's that?
I haven't, but I am now because I'm watching Riverdale again. And so since it's being broadcast in real time, you have to go through all the commercials. But that's how I saw Aniela's commercial. So that was totally worth it.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, then in that case, I'm happy. That's a win-win. Okay, so here we all are. How do we play our game? I don't know. Why do we play a game? I have no idea. Each one of our panelists here, whatever you want to call them, contestants, people, humans, has shared with me, and only presumably me, some little factoid about their life, something they've done or something that's happened to them or they know about. And I'm going to display one for each of them tonight, and they're going to have to defend it. I might substitute it with something that's total bullshit they won't know ahead of time. And they have to treat it as though it's true anyway, and whichever team guesses true or false, the best and most often wins absolutely nothing. And we'll have to be satisfied with the fact that it is that.
Do we only win 75% of a nothing?
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, you do. But if you're attractive, you get to play more often. Okay.
The rules.
I don't make the rules. Other guys I know make the rules. No one ever asked me. Okay, so I usually decide based on seniority or whatever who's a captain of each team. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you all choose your own captains because that would be the less paternalistic thing to do. So red team, who's your captain? Pick one. See, this is why you need a captain.
Lauren, Aniela, and Lauren.
Go for it.
Oh, can we do a tag team? Lauren and I are going to do it together.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Co-captains. And blue team.
I nominate Sarah. Second.
Wait,
Good.
co-captain? Do I get a co-captain? Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Feeling strong. Feeling strong.
Spiritual, confidant. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm not buying any of this shit. Okay. Yeah. So many amazing players.
I know, right?
What an ass kisser.
Thanks, Sick Puppies Master Admin.
Sick
Yeah.
Master Admin.
Huge fan.
Never mind.
Yes. Rick is right. An American Family was the original reality TV show. Of course, it was on public television, so nobody watched it except me. Yes, but that's true. That's true. It's absolutely true, Rick. Okay, so let's get started. We'll start.
So we all learned that Rick knows how to use Google. Good job.
Yeah. Or he saw them. He saw them.
American Family.
Yeah, that was a good show. So we'll get started with Amy because she's right here. Just poking her shoulder right there. I know it does. Let's get started with your thing. Here we go, Amy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You better be. Here goes.
I have seen the musical Rent at least a dozen times.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, can you sing? No.
Sing every song for us.
December 24th.
On Broadway or maybe off Broadway?
So never on Broadway. Always, local theaters, Coral Springs, Lake Worth Playhouse, but also Kravitz Center and Broward Center.
So
the usual.
you saw Low Rent.
Low Rent, yeah.
Florida Productions.
Yes. Just
They were all Florida.
all in Florida. Well, actually, no. I also lived in Greenville for a few years, and I saw it there too.
North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. What do I fucking know?
Are
Did you
including the movie in this? No, I'm not including the movie. Just the musical.
Okay.
Did you specifically seek out all of these productions of Rent to see because you love the musical, or did it just accidentally happen?
So I'm slightly obsessed with it.
Did you?
I'm actually no, it's not so slight. I know every word to every song. It's true.
So,
We can
in
just stop
Florida, a couple of years, this is not a couple of years ago, it was many years ago, they brought back the original Mark and
Roger.
Roger. Did you see it?
I was there.
Did you die? Did you die and come to life and then die again and then come to life just like repeatedly?
Yes, the whole show. And Roger.
I just want to make sure we have the same experience.
Yes.
Just telling the truth.
Yes.
That's all.
So you're also obsessed with Rent.
Okay. In case you couldn't tell from that question, this is the women's edition of
Oh my God.
this show.
Amy, which was your favorite version of the one that you saw, and why was it the one with Neil Patrick Harris?
He's on our team.
It's okay. You can ask your own team some questions.
I don't remember seeing it with Doogie Howser. I mean, maybe I did. I don't really remember. They all blend together, you know.
Okay, if you, ma'am, are a true fan of Brent, what was Jonathan Larson's cause of death?
He had Marfan syndrome, and he died of an aortic aneurysm.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite song in Act
everyone
1
thinks he died of AIDS, so.
favorite song in Act 2.
Okay, so I love La Vie Boheme.
Of course.
Because I love, like, just every part of it, really. But honestly, I just love nailing that part. Remember, I can't sing, though, but I know all of the lyrics and dialogue. And then Act 2, I don't know. I mean, it's all in Act 1. What am I going to say? No Day But Today for Act 2? I don't know. Seasons of Love, you know. Act 1 is my favorite part of it.
Go. Okay, so I'm going to ask, you can have one more question if you want it, Blue Team. Any questions?
Well, I'm assuming like you paid every time. Do you have like a fund for this or?
I mean, I'm a lesbian who loves theater, so that's just, if you want to call that a fund.
Love it.
It's part of our culture.
It's more like a
For
more
just
like a lease.
$4 a day, you two can send a lesbian to Broadway.
Yes.
In the arms of lesbo.
All right, so I'm going to ask you to
Just sad lesbians at like stage door,
At Home Depot.
pawing at the stage door.
Home Depot, yes. Sadly crying, measuring out lumber. Yes.
I just want to see cats.
Okay, I need an answer from the Blue Team. Is it true? Is it? Yeah. Is it true or is it false?
I mean, she's definitely like a Rent lover. Like we've established that. I think that checks out. It's just like the dozen times is, you know what I mean?
I've seen it like 5 times, and it's not hard to see on a regular basis. I haven't seen it in the past couple of years, but
Okay.
I've seen it.
there was a
easily
time
7
when,
times.
it was running for like, it ran somewhere
A
for a
lot.
solid decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's certainly feasible.
I feel like a dozen isn't an insane number, and she seems to know a lot about Rent.
Yeah.
From someone who's barely seen it half of the time.
The only thing that's getting me is she said, I know all the lyrics and the dialogue, and there is very little dialogue in the entire show. So it's not like saying I know all the dialogue is kind of redundant. That's the only thing that's getting me. But I feel like I want to believe it's true, and therefore I'm going to.
I say true, but Sarah,
I'm
you
in the
are
same
a
boat.
captain.
I also think true.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, I think true. I mean, it would be just like a very well-crafted lie for like specifically for Amy. So I'm gonna go with true. Like,
You
why
go
fight?
with true. It
Why fight?
is true.
Yay.
There you are. I know how that works. Yeah. Okay, so
Amy,
we
I
got.
will be the Roger to your Mimi anytime. Just
Yes.
call me to sing the whole thing.
Let's do it. The rest of the show, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I know how it is.
Candle.
I actually saw 2001: A Space Odyssey more than 25 times in the theater.
That's a lot of hours.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I've been alive for a long time, so.
Fair.
But I think I saw it
It's an investment.
every day for 2 weeks when it first came out.
Wow.
I just kept bringing a different friend with me. Said, "You got to see this shit. To explain it. No, I can't explain it. You've got to see this shit."
It's such a long movie now.
I barely got through it the first time. Jeez.
I had to do it in 2 sittings.
Oh yeah, here's a friend that I dragged to the movie. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1-0, and Jesse, we now move towards you.
Okay.
Are you ready, Jesse?
Sure.
I am too. Here's yours.
Okay.
I once was assigned to release a crap load of balloons at an important event, but released them too early.
Feels
You
right.
had one job.
Exactly. This is so
What was the-
cringy.
What was the event?
So I used like
Funeral.
it was a funeral. Yeah. It was a clown's funeral.
Oh, there's not enough of those. I go to a clown's funeral.
Tom's like, not enough clowns have died violently.
So I work in marketing in Boca, and we have a big office building. And our owner, there was a restaurant in the building itself, called Meat. If you've ever been there, I've been there. Tom, I had a drink with you, exactly. And Casey, it wasn't a date. And I was there working late one night per usual, and I guess it was the restaurant grand opening. Right. And so they were going through the floors, and they're like, hey, you we have a job for you. Can you release these balloons at a certain time, this big reveal, right? It's there's 4 floors in the building. Any questions so far? Is this checking out?
Can we just vote?
Yeah.
Lauren, are you willing? Are you good for us just voting?
Yeah, this isn't
Yeah,
true.
this is
It's not
It's
true.
a lie.
It's a lie.
We're calling it.
We're calling it. We're saving time. There's 8 of us.
Yeah.
We're calling it. It's a lie.
Somebody had to be the Casey tonight. I'm glad that you two decided to try it.
It's a really interesting story, though.
No.
I want to hear it.
Yeah,
Okay. So this is, first of all, the owner of our company. I just need to understand what was at stake. He owned the company, and he owned the restaurant. So he's like, Jesse, I really need you to do this. I need you to do a good job. So I go up to the 4th floor. I have a shit ton of balloons. They're in a plastic bag situation. I can't even describe it. There's so many. And he's like, all right, when I give you the look, release the balloons, okay? You're gonna know, right? So I'm up there all by myself, laying there. Everyone's on the bottom floor. There's a shit ton of people, and he he's giving a speech, and I think he gives me the look, right? It's time. He looks up, and so I go to release the balloons, and I realize this is not the moment, right? I quickly am oh shit, retreat. So I'm getting all the balloons back. And then a single balloon makes it over the edge, and it's just going down. And then it hits the crowd essentially, and everybody looks up, and the big reveal is essentially ruined.
Questions to this lie.
Okay.
When you originally started this story, you said that you were at this restaurant, and they just happened to come through and were like, hey, we have a job for you, as if you were a patron.
Right.
And
right.
the restaurant was just randomly telling you this. But this restaurant was owned by the same owner of your company, and the owner of your company grabbed you, and you happened to be eating there, but it was the grand opening.
So I was still in my office. I was still working late. You know what I mean? I was on the 2nd floor, and the
two
restaurant.
different stories now.
Well, the restaurant was on the 1st floor, and so essentially a marketing girl came up from the restaurant and is like, hey, we can you do something for us? Blah 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 for Charles, and then I had a moment with Charles where he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the look, and that's
You
when
had a moment with Charles, and so he gave you a look.
Yeah,
Now, this is the 3rd story that we're talking
Right, Lauren. She's changed her story several times.
I'm just a bad storyteller. I don't know what to tell you guys.
And now it's
Okay, so
just
Jesse, I want you to describe the mechanism that releases the balloons.
I mean, it was me. I was the mechanism. It was a
Aren't we all? Aren't we all just
Crap
mechanisms?
ton of balloons in your
In the
arm.
machine. Yes, we are.
Just
I will
cogs
say
in a
this.
machine.
They're it was a vertical plastic bag. I don't know how to describe it. They were like a sausage can. They were very
condom.
Does that make
Some
sense?
condoms. Yeah.
Like a condom of balloons.
Was it a net or a
it was like a plastic bag, like filled with balloons, but it was thin. So if you sort of like release, they kind of just you had to like shake them all out, which eventually I did when the moment came, like 15
About
minutes
how
later.
many balloons were there in this condom of balloons?
Like 30?
That's not a crap ton, according to my calculations.
I don't know. We were on a budget.
Like, how many days had this restaurant already been opened for that this was the grand opening?
I don't know, like maybe 2 weeks. Like it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. When I give you a look, red team, that's when I want you to.
That's the sign.
That's the sign to.
I got him like he was
figure it out.
pissed for the record. He was like, "You like ruined that," like And I'm like, "Well, why don't you hire a professional next time?"
Okay, red team. I need to know. Red team.
Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the thing, that if you're planning a grand opening, you're going to have press there, you're going to have friends and family and stuff. Like, you have all that stuff already predetermined.
Somebody blew up these balloons. I imagine they were expected. Amy, like both of you other ladies. What do you think?
I don't think it's
She's
true.
so excited, like it's a great story. You got to hear it. That made me think it was true for a minute, but then it wasn't that great.
Wow, I usually get insulted that way on this show.
I mean, I've done events and they're more planned than that.
I say we just go with no. This is and we'll take the risk. We'll just take the risk.
You go with no. You go with false. Okay, well, it's true. Oh, what do you know? You don't know anything.
Yes, we got.
This story got us a point.
You teetered.
It was a bad story, but it was still true.
If that gives you any insight into my job and the planning, there you go. You see what I'm saying? So we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
That was totally vague enough to where it seemed like it could have been a lie. That was really good.
We'll leave it at this. And we move up to Aniela now. Aniela, are you ready for your thing? Here you go.
See what it is. When I was little, I thought spaghetti and meatballs were Irish food.
Did you just think this of your own accord, or were you told this?
No, I just thought it of my own accord.
Do you remember your thought process behind this? Like, what about it you associated with Ireland?
Right.
Yes, because the spaghetti was red with the sauce, and it looked like hair. And so it was red hair.
You just thought it was like food for gingers.
I was 4 or 5. So thought process, it looked like my hair. And I was like, Irish.
Are you Irish?
My last name is McGinnis.
Noted. Okay.
So that's a soft yes.
And when she was a child, she thought that was an Italian name. So
Was it angel hair pasta?
It was any kind of pasta. Angel hair, though, I always found to be like.
What about the
really
meatballs specifically said Ireland to you?
Well, have you ever had when you have Irish food, it sometimes they have ground beef in it. So it's let's say you get a shepherd's pie and there's the ground beef in it, and I just thought it was broken up meatballs.
You thought all meat came from meatballs?
Yeah, just
any meat.
My cousins thought every meat was chicken for 5 years. So
like tacos, meatballs, anything, everything's a meatball.
I'm pretty sure you can still make anything like taco meat. You could probably make if you just mashed up some meatballs. You could probably make shepherd's pie with mashing up meatballs. I'm pretty sure the cow is still the cow.
So when you went to Olive Garden, did you think you were in your homeland? You were
Olive Garden. We never went to Olive Garden.
You heard when you're here, your family, and you were yeah, my family in Ireland.
Irish.
they didn't pronounce it Olive Garden. They pronounced it Olive Garden.
My Irish father would make spaghetti and meatballs. Yet it's funny because my dad's name is Patrick. And he would like curse about like the Italians, like those goddamn Italians. But yet his like specialty is spaghetti. So what am I supposed to
do
think?
you also have Irish food at home?
We would have cabbage and like whatever roasted, like the beef, cabbage and corned beef on like St. Patrick's Day, like those kind of things. We weren't Irish enough for me to really know any different.
Okay, you got one more question, blue team.
Red hair, red pasta sauce. I was a kid.
If you need it, one more question.
I used to also pretend that numbers had a story and they liked each other. I was very imaginative as a child.
This does not feel like something you would remember and be like, oh, I gotta tell this on Are You Serious? Remember
Yeah.
when I was 4 and I
You've
felt
gone
spaghetti
long
was
enough,
Irish?
you run out of things to tell, Tom.
That's true.
That is very true.
And
Yeah.
We're not all Tom. We don't all have like an endless well of interesting tales.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that seems so benignly probably true that I'm like, it's not true.
I think it's not true at all.
Did you say not true asshole or
That's what it
asshole?
sounded like.
Asshole. Not true asshole.
Asshole.
Asshole. Not the true asshole.
That's a spicy asshole.
So what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Asshole.
I'm gonna take a poll of the team. Allie.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
Willow, no. Jesse.
No.
We're gonna go with
A lie. It is a lie. Of course she wouldn't say that to Tom.
A very well-crafted lie by Tom, though. Very well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
it's a
Thank
good
you.
lie. It was a very good lie.
Was it a good lie?
Yeah.
It sounds like a golf conversation. Okay. Well, that's you know what that means.
No.
Well, yeah, that's what it means.
We are getting.
That's what that means.
It's all right. I
Yeah.
support my
Okay,
fellow women.
Sarah, it's yours
Even
now.
if
Ready?
they win, we all win still. So it's
True
okay.
that.
That's
Oh,
true.
Women
okay.
supporting
Let's
women.
just go
Yeah.
home.
I vote to
Women
share
support.
our win if we
We will,
win.
exactly. We will all share our winnings as part of the sisterhood.
Okay.
Like breaking off the crown at the end of Mean Girls.
Okay. Okay, here goes. Sarah, this is you.
Okay. I once broke up with someone because they liked a whole lot of pulp in their orange juice, which is fucking disgusting.
Correct.
Is it?
You were correct.
It's
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
I
You
don't
were
find it
100%
disgusting.
correct and
Justified.
justified.
It's not good.
Okay.
How old were you when you broke up with this person?
Oh God, no. I mean, we weren't very serious. I was in the time between when I graduated from law school and started working. So that would have been like 23. So I was still young enough to be picky. And like not want to see people again for like dumbass reasons. Like the world was still my oyster, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. Next. So we went on a couple of dates. And like he was one of those types of people where you were like nice enough, don't have enough connection to like want to keep pursuing them, but like wasn't so egregiously bad that you were like absolutely not, blocked, ghosted. So I was like finding reasons to not want to hang out with this person. And like the straw that broke the camel's back was absolutely pulpy orange juice. And I was like, no, we're done.
How did that come up? When did you realize that he didn't like pulpy orange juice?
That he did like it.
I mean, he did, yes.
Okay. It was like 5 dates in. It was like we went out for breakfast and like he got just like, he was like, do you have orange juice? Do you have a lot of pulp? Is it like super pulpy? And I was just like, nope, this is it. It was like that moment where it just like the flip switches and you were like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm not calling this person again after this. No.
Were you worried that you could never live together because you'd have to buy a his and hers?
I immediately projected into the future and was like, this can't work. We're
Seinfeld growing up, like
incompatible.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're ordering orange juice at a restaurant, it's either like prepackaged or it's freshly squeezed.
Right.
So where does the question about the pulpiness of the juice kind of fit in? What is the
He
first
did not want the orange juice unless it was super pulpy. So he like asked the waitress, like, how pulpy is it? Is it super pulpy? I'll get it if it's super pulpy. And if not, I'll just have a coffee. Like, weird.
Wow.
Fucking weird. Like, I'm sorry, if you're that passionate about pulp, we're done.
Yeah. Was it pulpy at the restaurant?
Yes. And he guzzled it.
Okay, red team, you get one more. You get one more question to see if this is true or if this is Pulp Fiction. Get it?
Now I feel like it's made up just so Tom can
Right.
do that.
I think I wrote that just for that joke. Yeah.
He wrote lies to correspond with one-liners.
What was okay, question. What was the guy's name and how did you break up with him?
His name was Quinn, and we met on Hinge, and I just told him on Hinge, like, not even through text. I, like, deleted his number and then messaged him through the app and was like, I don't really see this going anywhere. And then that was it. Never responded again.
Okay, I see this going somewhere, and this is where we're going. Red team, you're going to decide whether it's true or whether it's false that Sarah once broke up with someone because they liked a whole lot of pulp in their orange juice, which is just disgusting.
Fucking repugnant.
Good team.
Okay, so Tom already made up a lie about food. I don't know if he would do 2 lies about food.
Tom's done multiple lies about birds and
That's
injuries.
true, yeah.
Birds.
That's true.
Yeah. Don't try to put rosary in the top.
Actually, a lot of those
You're
lies
right.
about birds were true. So it was,
Yeah, good point. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I think the passion of fucking disgusting makes it seem more real to me.
Sarah's could always go either way.
Yeah, she can.
Sarah's a really good liar, but Quinn is an odd enough name that came out so quickly that it lends me to think it's true.
And somebody named Quinn would definitely want a lot of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's no low maintenance Quinn.
and somebody
No.
named Pulp
Quinn's
would want a
real
lot of
into
Quinn.
it.
So okay, I need the answer.
Yes.
True.
You say it's true.
Sure.
Yeah, well, it is. It's a lie.
You're just. I know.
Bam!
We're eating it. We're eating that pulp tonight.
It's me.
Okay.
It's me.
I did once break up with a guy named Quinn because we went on a date and he was a sneakerhead and wouldn't stop talking about sneakers.
There you go.
So
Okay.
I
Although I feel like
that
the pump thing is a valid reason. The pulp
Yeah,
thing
it is.
I
is
like
a
pulp.
valid
I'm not embarrassed to admit it. Whatever.
There's like, I get the ones that have like some pulp, which I think is like a good compromise.
I'm scared of juice in general, so
I went on a date with someone who ordered milk at a bar.
Yeah. Unless you were on a date with a
Killer stuff.
That's a
unless you were on
serial
a date with a
killer.
calf.
That is.
Yeah.
Straight up asked for milk, or was it like a virgin white Russian or
Just
something?
wanted a milk.
Was he underage?
Didn't drink or he didn't want to drink.
Was it a literal baby?
Yeah, you want to date with a child? Or
Like 3 babies in a trench coat?
My girl
on
talking about
top of each other.
some milk.
Oh
Okay.
no, he was gonna have a tit fetish. It was gonna
We
be
are.
weird.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that said. Okay, so we move up to Lauren now. Lauren, are you ready for your thing?
I am.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Okay. I kept a life-sized cardboard cutout of the Canadian Prime Minister in my living room.
Yes, please.
Which one, Trudeau?
Which one? Yeah.
The hot one? Probably true.
I would do that. God,
It
is he
says
hot.
Did you
So when
seek
did you
out
get
this
rid of
cutout, or were you just given it somehow? How did you acquire it?
eBay.
Oh.
You
bought it willingly.
Required.
You sought it out specifically.
Yeah.
And it said kept, which means that you no longer keep it. So when and why did you get rid of Trudeau? Justin?
I got rid
Trudeau.
of it about 3 years ago, right before I moved to Florida, because I realized it probably was not going to make the journey from Boston intact, and so I gave it to a friend.
I was gonna say, how did you get rid of it? Did you just shove it into a trash can?
You'd like to shove it somewhere else.
Justy poo? No. No, I gave it to a friend to watch over it and treat him like the prince he is.
Lauren, how did your husband feel about this?
He was a little weirded out by it.
She doesn't have an actual husband. She just has a life-size cardboard cutout of him. Have you ever met him?
Does that friend still have him?
I haven't asked. I'm assuming yes, unless it's one of those gifts that you just kind of take and you're just like, thanks. I don't really know.
Thanks.
What part of the house
Do
do
you-
you keep him in?
In the living room.
Like front and center.
More like toward the wall. So that so you could still like walk around the living room. It wasn't a large living room, so it would have like taken up a lot of walking space if it were like right in the middle of the living room, but it was like toward the back, tastefully.
Just put him on the couch.
Tastefully.
Why was
what?
so important to have it in a small living room?
Well, it was a one.
Why was it
there
worth?
wasn't a lot of other options. I mean, Rick definitely would not have allowed him in the bedroom. So,
But why was it worth it to take up space at all in the house?
Because he's awesome, and I thought it was fun.
So, do you have other cardboard cutouts of things or people that you think are awesome?
I do not.
Edward Cullen,
you-
for example.
Did you, as a kid, have?
Edward Cullen.
Sorry, just me. Twilight.
Did you have like posters of boy bands and stuff as a kid in your room? Like, were you that kid?
No,
Magazine.
I wasn't really allowed. So I actually had what would have been like a sticker book where they had like the sticky pages and like the film that comes over it. And I would like cut out pictures from like TV Guide and things and put it in there. But I couldn't put anything on the wall.
Except you could write horrible things.
But I could write swear words on the inside of my closet.
Inside of the closet, right? Okay. Okay. Blue team. Yeah, it's of course that. Yeah.
Do you one more question? Do you remember how much he cost on eBay? What's his market value?
I don't know, and it also questions whether I paid in Canadian
or American.
I honestly do not remember what I paid, but it was worth every penny.
Okay, blue team. I need to know if it's true or if it's false that Lauren kept a life-size cardboard cutout of the Canadian Prime Minister in her living room.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to make this about me for like a second.
Literally the title of your memoir, please. Please write a memoir and call it that.
Tom would never give me that because he knows I don't even know like one ever Canadian Prime Minister. But he knows Lauren is like can handle this, So I think it's a lie, and he just trusts Lauren is so smart and like figure this out. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
And on the flip side, I think we're at a point where it's like super believable that Lauren would do this. It's just a matter of, is this particular instance of Lauren-like behavior true?
Right.
I'm leaning towards it is, but I would like to hear from the rest of our team.
Fair.
I'm completely stumped, and I will go with whatever you guys go with. That's where I'm at.
My old standby is, do I want it to be true? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I want it to be the truth.
Okay, so yes.
Yes. Okay. If this is the one bone we throw the red team and we're wrong, it's going to be worth it because I want it to be true real bad. So we're saying it's true.
Get him on the scoreboard. Yep.
You're saying it's true? Well, it is true.
In the winter, I dressed him up in hats.
You can't even throw the red team a bone correctly.
We tried.
Oh, don't worry. Justin threw her a
We
bone.
feel like girls, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, that was the free throw like girls. Oh man, I hear Justin Trudeau throws like a girl too, so it's okay. Wow, we're just climbing up there. We're gonna move down. I assumed it was Justin Trudeau, by the way.
It was Justin Trudeau. Yeah.
Not his father. Okay, so Allie, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's see where here's what. Oh, there it is.
For fun, a guy friend let me shave his face, and he ended up in the emergency room after I cut him.
How old were you?
Oh
On purpose.
I was in college, so probably 19 or 20.
What's your friend's name? Quinn?
No. His
Fucking
name was not
Quinn.
Quinn, no.
What kind of razor were you using?
I was using the razor that he had, but he didn't tell me that it was like time for it to be changed. Because he was just like, okay, like it was time to change the blade on it. And he didn't say that. And so it was like, you know how razors get when you use it and you're like, oh, it's time. I don't have a shin anymore. It was like that.
I was picturing like a Sweeney Todd straight razor, just like
Yeah. No. He had one, but I was like, no, not for this. No.
What was the conversation that led up to him letting you, or you asked, or what happened?
Yeah, so I mean, it was college, so we had probably had a couple of drinks, and I was just like, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if I like shaved your beard off?" And he was like, "Oh, that would be so funny!" And then he like came out of the bathroom with shaving cream all over his face and like handed me the razor, and I was like, "Oh, I guess we're gonna do this." Okay.
Okay.
And where did you cut him?
It was like up here by the ear. Because the earlobe, it's like, yeah, it's a whole,
So
it
why did he end up
dangles
in the
and there's
ER?
like,
So like why
Megan?
would you go to the ER instead of like, just the health clinic or just like stick a Band-Aid on it or something?
well, we had been drinking and he was older than me. So he was like 21, 22. And when you're drinking, you're like it doesn't hurt as much, but you bleed more. So I think we both just thought it was a lot worse than it really was. But I did nick his earlobe pretty good, and it bled a lot. Heads also bleed a lot.
So if you were both drinking, how did you get to the ER?
His roommate drove us.
Responsible.
Yeah.
One more question.
And I
One more
was-
question.
Yeah.
Red team, you got one more question.
What did the nurse say? Like, what exactly happened at the ER?
So I'm freaked out by blood. So I went because I felt responsible and like I had to be there, but the roommate
Wait.
was actually
What do you mean you felt responsible? you
Okay, I
were
was
responsible.
and also
No,
felt responsible.
I don't know, man. I feel
well,
like I
I didn't
had
end up-
something to do with this.
my hands were in there somewhere.
Yeah, but
make
I felt
me the bad guy.
I mean, I felt very bad. And I didn't go back in the room, so I don't actually know what the nurse said to the roommate because I was just sitting there, and also I was intoxicated and not old enough to be drinking, so I was just like, I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet.
Did he get stitches or anything, or was it just like?
There was one
butterfly?
little stitch here, and I think it was just like because I had cut his earlobe, but it
Okay.
wasn't anything.
Okay, folks, I need an answer now from the red team, whether you think it's true or false that Alicia once, where are we? There, a guy friend let her shave his face, and he ended up in the emergency room after she cut him. Red team.
I'm not saying anything because I think I'm cursed. I am the curse for this game. So every team I've been on has lost and this is the second time that I've been on a team with 0 points. So I'm gonna let everyone else take the lead on this one.
Okay.
The first two on that team were a lie. So it'd be weird for a third to be a lie. But this
No,
sounds
they were true.
Wait, I was.
He doesn't know the
Oh,
order.
yours is true? Oh,
Yeah, guys,
Yeah,
remember?
You guys are put into the show in the
Yeah.
order that you arrive. So
Yes,
there's
that
no
would have
plan.
been a pattern.
They're stumping me tonight.
Yeah,
I practiced.
It could kind of be true because if I had made this story up as a lie, I wouldn't have been so smart to know like this. That was really smart detail if it was a lie. That connection, because I could see that be the only place profusely bleeding if it was like half earlobe.
And if it's true, it wasn't very smart at all to do it.
Can you actually nick an
People
earlobe?
sometimes.
I think so. Like right around there. I can see it. Let's just go with true. At this point, what do we have to lose? We're already at 0.
Right. So you're saying it's true.
Sure.
Okay. It turns out that it's a lie.
That was so clever.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I had no friends in college.
We're not going to go for a reverse win of getting a perfect score.
Yes.
I got to tell you, that was one of the ones that I didn't think I was going to get away with as a lie. I thought,
Wow.
this one won't work.
Good job.
But you got spaghetti.
Yeah, good job.
An Irish person would like what?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Small. Like I would have been like, I slit his throat. He died.
He's dead now. We buried him in the woods.
We're going for a perfect score. Make this happen.
Yeah, there are people who, when they play this game, minimize stuff. It's like I once rode a bicycle through an active car wash. Really? Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bicycle. It was really a scooter, and I just leaned it up against the car wash, and some water came out and sprayed on me.
Yeah.
It was
The
like,
car wash wasn't working, but it existed.
okay, because I don't want people to think I did anything very crazy in my life. All right, Shruthi, it's all yours. Are you ready?
All right.
As ready as I'll be.
Are you wearing pizza pants, by the way?
Pizza pan.
Well done. We love that.
I have a whole pizza out ensemble actually for this.
Oh yeah.
Here. I once was on a German clown show.
Okay. Was it a show for German clowns, or was it a clown show that was German?
It was
Or
a
both.
German. It was a show with a clown host in Germany. On
Do you
German
speak
TV.
German?
I don't want to know anything else. I'm gonna have a nightmare.
I
don't want to know anything else.
a little kid because I lived in Germany in Frankfurt, but I lost it all. I was learning like 3 languages at once, so it wasn't.
Was it a kids show and you were like in the audience or something?
Well, it was a kids show, and then I got called up because he would call different kids up onto the show, and
Was he wearing those pants?
he should have, right?
Yeah, right.
That would still be on to this day if you.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Germany? Or like, did you live in a lot of places as a kid?
Yeah, I lived there 5 years on an army base.
Cool.
The crazy part on the show, though, was so me and my brother both got called up, and then we had to be blindfolded.
No.
As like every kid has to do some weird thing, and the others do normal
Getting
stuff,
worse.
like climb a ladder or something, and then we both had to be blindfolded and feed each other bananas. Like blindfolded, like run at each other, like a freaking.
That sounds like something they would do on a German TV show.
I was gonna say that 100% is a German.
So
clown
illegal. Like,
Oh my god! New Bachelorette game.
There are a number. There are a
show. What was
number.
the name of the show?
There are a number
What
of
was it?
people, by the way, on this show tonight, who I don't want to speak for you, but I have to imagine that going to Germany and being blindfolded is probably not the top of your list of what you want to do with your life.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
But
god, this is the
What was the
greatest
name of it?
story
Someone
ever.
asked what
What
was
was
the
the name of the show? Yeah.
Sammy's place. Sammy's place.
I was just gonna go
the
with
clown's
Dust.
name was Sammy. Oh my god.
I was just gonna go with Dust Clown. Clown is with a K. Like in my head, that's what it's called, and that's what I'm going with.
There's an umlaut. On the U.
Have any like?
Rammstein over and over as the theme song.
Willow, you got one?
Do you have any residual emotion from this experience? Because I feel like I would get
Trauma.
terrified for life.
Yeah,
You know, we were both iffy on this whole eating each other bananas on TV, brother and sister. But we won blocks, so it all kind of.
Hell yeah. Do anything for a Lincoln log.
you or your parents have to sign like a waiver to go see the show?
I think back then in the 80s in Germany.
Oh, it was the 80s. Okay, that's all I needed.
Okay, I
This is
need the blue.
100% true, and I'm horrified.
I need the blue team to determine if it's true or false that Shruthi was once on a German clown show.
It's feeling true.
This sounds so true. It's two bananas not to be. No pun intended.
So
It's
horrified.
literally 2 bananas.
Yeah, that's. I feel like coming up with the banana thing was.
So you're saying it's true?
Yeah, it's got to be like banana jousting. That's German.
Bananas now. This is like the
Okay,
very
well,
I know
it's
it's
Hey!
cool. We're getting there.
I'm gonna have a nightmare.
Oh man,
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a nightmare.
We did pretty good though. I mean, that's hard. Like from across the room, banana time, like that's.
You did better
Okay,
than you're doing
we-
now.
We do improv across the room. Banana time is a contender for a team name.
Okay,
Oh.
we're going to
Das Clown.
Das Clown. Das funny Bootzen. So we're gonna see if this is or is not a total sweep. So Willow,
We're working towards it now.
My computer's about to die, so I'm going to make a run for it.
I'm not sure working is the right word, but Willow, are you ready for yours?
Got
I'm terrified that I'm gonna ruin this, but yeah.
Okay, Willow, we'll
So
support
you
you.
won't.
Okay, I went on a trip to Europe because of Pokemon Go.
When was it?
2019. It was 2019, New Year 2020.
So, how is
Last
Pokemon
days.
Go related to your European trip?
So I had started dating the guy that I'm with now like 7 months before, and
How does
he's
How does he take his orange juice? First of all,
which makes me very upset.
Dump him. You know it.
His family is German. He's been to Germany several times.
Has he been on
Was
the
he
clown
on
show?
Clown?
No, he wasn't on the clown show.
he's never been on Das Clown.
Das Clown.
Have you beaten him with banana?
No.
Does he think
Has he run
spaghetti
at
and
you with
meatballs
a banana, trying to put it in your...
Hey! Don't forget. Don't forget that. Go ahead, keep going.
So yeah, we got back because Pokemon Go was a thing several years ago, but we got back into it that year in 2019. And if you don't know anything about it, there's some Pokemon that you can only get in certain parts of the world because it's like a game that you kind of play in real life. And so there's Pokemon that you can only get in Germany. And we were like, oh, what a great excuse to go to Germany. You speak German and we can get Pokemon. And then we also went to Austria and the Czech Republic to get other Pokemon.
Okay.
How long was your trip? How many days?
Huh?
How long was your trip?
I think like 10 days.
Did you do other things besides chase?
Yeah, we did other things, but it was very Pokemon Go oriented. Like because we had a layover in North Carolina, and there's even some Pokemon that you can get in North Carolina that you can't get in Florida. So we were like, oh, we get in the airport and we're getting this Pokemon, and then we're going to Germany and getting more.
Which German Pokemon did you get? I'm sorry, I
I
tried.
think it was like 5 in total that were in those areas.
Did they force you to be blindfolded at any time?
No.
Okay, one further question, and that's it, Red Team.
Ooh.
Was there a specific like monument, like a popular spot you had to go to do the Pokewar?
No, it was just like a regional thing. Like if you're in this part of Europe, you get this one, and it's supposed to be like the type of Pokemon matches what you'd see there. So like if you were in Scotland, you could probably get like a sheep or a cow Pokemon because there's a lot of sheep.
I love Allie's laugh.
Okay.
That just delighted me.
Yeah. Yes.
Ladies, what are you thinking? How do we make this a sweep?
It's true. So I think, maybe listening to me would be a good thing. I think it's true.
I think it's true as well.
I think it's true.
Okay, so should we say it's not true?
Sure.
Okay, we're going with not true.
Let's call her a liar and
Say it's a lie.
Yep.
So what are you saying?
We're saying it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Wow, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. That's the best. You're saying it's a lie. It's true. It's true.
It was a
Yes,
pity
it
suit.
is. Wait, get it right. Oh, it is.
Oh my
goodness. And yeah,
The Amy effect.
that happened.
Wow.
All right.
Well
Yeah.
I feel like because we did it purposefully,
Yeah.
we
And not
all
just a
won.
regular sweep. That was like 8 points. Like that was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a super sweep.
Super sweep.
It was a super
Yeah.
It was a supermarket sweep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, whoa, is that a sexist joke?
What are you saying? Is he saying we should be cleaning?
Yes, he is.
Don't worry, it's not the master admin, so we don't have to listen.
The regular
Yeah.
puppy.
It's just
Yeah.
the regular puppy.
Okay.
Well, this was certainly fun.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, team.
Oh,
It's
Why? Don't apologize. We got a perfect score
Yeah.
on purpose.
So before we say goodbye, things happen. Yeah, we got that's happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. 5 to 6. Weird stuff. Barry's going to be there. Barry Rosenblum will be there. We got Lee Feldman's going to be there. All kinds of interesting people. What's that? Where's that noise coming from? Let me eliminate it if possible. I have a 1 in 8 chance of doing that. That's weird. That's just weird. There it is. Okay, and
He silenced the women.
there we go. There we are. Just trying to get rid of that
That is
airplane.
funny, Willow.
airplane
They
hangar.
silence the women, yes. See how this goes.
Who else could I silence?
yourself.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So we've got that happening tomorrow, and we have all kinds of stuff. Oh, on Monday we've got Shitty Improv. That happens every Monday at 7:30.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah. Tell me that. Tell me that.
With a cute little winter hat.
And
Yeah.
don't forget, there's a fundraiser, Tom. Right?
I was getting there. I
Sorry,
really was.
I need to jump the gun.
That's what we should call this show. Jump the gun. Yes. So what was I saying? Oh yes, we have a fundraiser, which is where? Oh, there it is. Yeah. July like a dog. We want to open it in July. So go to our website at doghousetheater.com/fundraiser, or just ask one of your friends. They probably already know about this. And if you can't give us money, well, that's okay. You can share the information with some millionaire friend that you have.
Money, please.
Actually, don't do it with millionaires. They don't give it anything. It's people like us that give out all the money. Right.
And above a certain threshold, you get to name a room in the theater.
Oh,
there will be. We haven't announced it yet, but we haven't announced what the threshold will be, and only people who know us very well will know that over a certain threshold, I will do karaoke.
oh.
Yes.
Let me get my wallet.
And over another threshold, I will do it live on Facebook Live. So,
Hell yes.
and if you don't know me, I absolutely abhor karaoke.
And you can also
Doing
get
it-
a show that's based
Doing it,
around you.
watching it,
Mhm.
any you name it, the saying it, I absolutely despise it. I will do it if we reach a certain, but we haven't decided exactly when yet. But we're going to drop that grenade soon. Thank you, by the way, for being here. It's lovely. What is that threshold? I don't know. It depends. How much money have you got?
I feel like this is an indecent proposal moment right now.
Yeah,
Believe me. Someday we'll talk about it. My friend Steve here, where is he? Yeah, he'll be with me on Dawn Patrol tomorrow. He and I were in a duo. We actually once got paid more not to play in a bar than to play. We actually got paid almost double to not play. So we'll tell you that story sometime. It's true. So speaking of true, thank you all for being here. Amy, Aniela, Lauren, Shruthi, Willow, Ali, Sara, Jesse. Any quick parting words?
Yes, I just want to point out that an all-ladies show with 8 people, we were under time, or we were right at time, where sometimes we have a hard time with the guys of going over. So just
Damn right.
saying.
This is
Damn right.
true.
Damn right.
Yep.
Damn right. I knew that too. I knew that ahead of time. So points to me. Points for me. Whew. This was fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff, y'all.
Nice way to spend a Saturday night. Thank you, all of you, and happy Passover for those who celebrate it or know of it.
Have a good Pesach.
Have a nice Seder.
I know her.
If you can find any of the gluten-free 7-layer cake, like give me a call. I've been trying to.
Of course, if you read your Haggadah, it says that you're not supposed to have dessert on.
So, well, Pesach. Sorry.
Yeah. But we don't want to be a dick about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you guys around. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye. So long.